Today we're going to continue reading our poem, which is The Echoing Green by William Blake. We said in the first stanza of the poem, we can hear a lot of voices. We almost live with the speaker, who is a child. And when you read the first stanza, you can hear a lot of voices here. You can have bells. We can hear bells ringing bells of the cattle, ringing bells of the cattle. And we said the other class that here we've got a metonymy, which means the bells here represent something else, which represents the cattle. It represents the cattle to whose necks they are wrapped around. So the bells are wrapped around the necks of the cattle. الأجراس تربط حول أعناق الماشية. أما أقول cattle ما أقول ماشية. يعني it could be sheep, could be cows, could be goats, whatever. You following? So this is the first sound over here. Then we got the singing birds of the spring. We've got skylark and we've got thrush. These are two examples of what? Two examples of birds. They are two birds, singing birds. So they are the birds of the bush singing louder around to the bells. They are singing to the bells' cheerful sound. The birds are sort of like communicating with the bells of the cattle. So the bells of the cattle on the ground and the bird singing in the sky, sort of like two creatures communicating from heaven and earth. Birds flying in the sky, singing, in reply, كإجابة لمن? In reply to the singing bells, to the cheerful bells, to the cheerful sound of the bells. Where are the bells? وين هذه الأجراس? Wrapped around the cattle's necks. مربوطة على ايش يا اخوات؟ مربوطة حوالين أعناق الماشية. وكأن هناك في شيء من التواصل، تجاوب. أصوات ماشية تمشي على الأرض، أصوات أجراس لماشية تمشي على الأرض، ترد عليها أصوات مغردة لعصافير تطير في السماء. Is that clear? Is that clear? Now, how much, is it a sad morning? Is it a sad spring morning or a happy spring morning? The time we said it's in the morning, right? What's the tone of the speaker? The tone is he happy or sad? He's happy. He is happy. Everything in the first stanza foregrounds happiness. We've got happy skies. We've got sun, which means a lot of values for the British. You get the word merry, happy, merry, cheerful. The word cheerful, louder, echoing. These words usually foreground the concept of happiness, the tone of happiness. The speaker is communicating to us how he feels in this spring morning. It's not only the birds which are happy, it's also the speaker. Now, is the speaker alone? No, the speaker is not alone. The speaker is with others. And presumably, the speaker is a child, speaking on behalf of other children. He's not alone. That's why he used the word our, while our sports. وقلنا معنى sports means games. Sport means games. They are playing games. So they are having games. They're playing games. The child or the speaker is not alone. He's with other children, filling the air of that morning with sounds. They are just finishing. They're finishing everything about the resounding morning, the sounds of the morning. Alright? So where do the sounds come from? Many resources. First of all, the bells, source of sound. Skylark, source of sound. Thrush is a source of sound. Other birds, they're singing, which is source of sound. Which is source of sound. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Children playing games is also a source of sound. كل هذه مصادر ايش يا اخوات؟ كل هذه مصادر الاكوينج، سماها الشاعر echoing، اصوات متداخله وتبدو وكانها صدى. اصوات متداخله تبدو وكانها صدى. وهذه الاصوات are sounds of the bells, sounds of the singing birds, and sounds of the playing children. Is that clear? Shall we go on? This was last class's discussion. Today we're going to finish, or let's go on reading, In the second stanza, we have got the speaker, but not playing. The speaker is describing other people. The speaker is sort of like sitting with other people. Old John with white hair. There is an old man. Speaker is talking about, or the speaker is telling us about an old man. What's his name? His name is John. اسمه John. With white hair. Clear. He's an old man. White hair indicates that John is an old man. This emphasizes how much old he is. White hair foregrounds how much old John is. You following? What does he do? He laughs away care. He keeps, talking and wasting time, laughing and talking about, insignificant issues. He laughs away care, as if he is, he is an old man who no longer worries about anything. Where is he sitting? Sitting under the oak. Sitting under the oak. So old man is not joining the children. He's not playing with the children. He is just sitting under a big tree. What's an oak? Oak is a tree. The oak is a tree. So the old man is sitting under the tree. What is he doing? He's just amusing himself. Spending his time carelessly. He's laughing away care. Who is he talking and laughing with? Among the old folk. Who's folk? Who's folk? People. Folk means people. So, is the old John alone? No, he's not alone. He's sitting and laughing and talking and spending some, very amusing time. He's entertaining himself and the others, but with other old people. He's not alone, yes, but he is with other old people. Where are they sitting? Under the oak. As if هنا عندنا مجموعة الآن، المجموعة هذه بالستانزا لا تتكلم عن ألعاب. No more sports. كأنه هنا the speaker is referring to another stage of life. What do they laugh at? They laugh at our play. The old people are laughing at our play. قاعدين يضحكون على إيش؟ At our. What is our? What does the word our refer to? What does the word our refer to? Our what? Who is our? Who is our? موجود هنا عندكم our. Our here refers to the speakers and the other children. The other children. شيء يخص المتكلم لكن ليس لوحده. بل مع, not and, with the other children. Clear? Such were the joys. Now we've got inverted commas over here. Such were the joys when we all, girls, boys, in our youth time were seen on the echoing green. This is a statement. Look at the word. Now I can make it a bit larger so that read what he wants us to know. So here we've got inverted commas. Here it starts from here and the quote ends here. Such and such were the joys. هذا وذاك كأنه كذا يعني. هذا وذاك كانت تلك ألعابنا. The joys. ألعاب من? When we, all girls and boys. Who is we? What does we refer to? No. مين اللي بيتكلم الآن؟ All Johns and the rest of the old folk. الآن اللي يتكلم الشيبة. طيب مين قاعد يقرر لنا وينقل لنا الكلام؟ The listener, the speaker, اللي هو child. قاعد يسمع الشياب يقولون ايش؟ يضحكون علينا. يقول الشياب قاعدين يضحكون علينا وعلى لعبنا. ايش يقولون؟ Such and such were the joys. This and that were our games. كانت هذه ألعابنا. متى؟ When we all girls and boys. لما كلنا بنات وأولاد نلعب في الحارة. In our youth time, in our young time, were seen on the echoing green. وانتهى ايش؟ هذا معناها quote ends. الاقتباس انتهى. المتكلم يقتبس كلام من؟ يقتبس كلام من؟ Old John. Old John is speaking. طيب مين قاعد يقرر لنا ويقتبس لنا الكلام؟ المتكلم أو السبيكر. Who is the speaker? We don't know his name, but we know that he is a child. احنا ما نعرف اسمه المتكلم. متكلم القصيدة بشكل عام لا نعرف اسمه إنما نعرف إنه طفل. Are you following? Are you following? So the old man's speech is reported by the speaker. The old man is referring to this and that of the games of the children when the old man when old Joan and the rest of the old folk were just girls and boys playing in their young time, in their early time, when they were young. Youth means young. Youth means young. Where was John and the rest of the old folk playing? On the echoing green. وين كانوا يلعبون؟ المروج الخضراء التي تتداخل فيها ماذا يا أخوات؟ الأصوات. echoing green. فهمنا الفكرة يا أخوات؟ فهمنا الفكرة؟ طيب here what's the place? Where is the speaker? Where is the speaker? احنا قلنا هنا the place is on the green. The speaker is a player. But here, where is the speaker? Huh? It's clear. He is under the oak. He is under the oak. Sitting under the oak. طبعا هو بيتكلم sitting هنا عن old John صح. لكن هو أيضا معاهم. ليه؟ لأنه قاعد يسمعهم. Such and such were. هذا كلام مين؟ كلام the old man, the old John. So he must be there sitting and listening to the old man. Time. That's the time. Huh? That's the time, sisters. We said here it's in the morning, right? Why do they have to sit under the oak? Because the sun, because of the sun. So time should be afternoon. Time should be afternoon. Right? Are you following? Right. Let's get to the themes over here. In the first stanza, what's the theme over here? The general idea. Or let's say the topic he's talking about here. Who is the speaker talking about? Who is the speaker talking about? Huh? What is it؟ يعني الفكرة العامة هنا عن من نتكلم هنا؟ ها؟ Are you listening؟ إيش الفكرة العامة؟ الفكرة العامة في الستانزا الأول هو يشير إلى أنه there are a lot of sounds that makes a joyful ground, green ground. So playful children, or joyful morning, playful children. أطفال يلعبون في هذا المكان، لكن أكثر ما يركز عليه هو تداخل أصوات كثيرة في هذا الوقت. Everything is having sound. Sort of like the birds is having sound, the bells are having sound. So playful children. The children are playing. The children are playing. Can you say playful or playing children? Huh? Can you say playful or playing children? You can say that either. You can say either playful or playing children. Where are they playing? They're playing on the echoing ground. Now, what's the theme in the second stanza? Are the children playing? Now, is the speaker talking about children who are playing, or about old men sitting and remembering their childhood? The theme here is about remembrance. The theme here, how old people remember their childhood. How old people, like old John, هذا الشيب الكبير مع بقية الشياب اللي جالس معاهم, how they remember, how they laugh at the children play, and how they remember their games when they were young. When they were young. So the theme over here is, what is it? What's the theme? Old folks memory. Old folks memory. ذكريات مين يا أخوات؟ اللي هم old folks. قلنا إيش معنى old folks؟ الشياب. Old folks معناها شياب. Is that clear? Let's get to the last stanza, all right? Let's get to the last stanza. Last stanza is on the other page. We're going to, over here we have to draw a text box and replace the older ones. Well, till the little ones weary. Now the speaker is still talking about what? Still talking about the joyful children. All right? The speaker here is still talking about the joyful, playful children. الآن انتهينا من ذكريات شياب بس وين؟ About their young childhood or young age when they were playing where? On the echoing green. في تلك المروج الخضراء التي كانت تتداخل فيها الأصوات. Are you following? Shall we continue? If the door open, please shut the door. Till the little ones weary, no more can be merry. The sun does descend, and our sports have an end. Round the laps of their mothers, many sisters and brothers. Many sisters and brothers. What's wrong with this? Like birds in their nest are ready for rest, and sports no more seen on the darkening green. This is the end of our poem today. What's wrong with here? Is there something over here? Now, let's finish this. Till the little ones weary. This is the last stanza, sisters. This is the last stanza. آخر مقطع من القصيدة. Till the little ones weary, no more can be merry. The sun does descend, and our sports have an end. Round the laps of their mothers, many sisters and brothers, like birds in their nest, are ready for rest, and sport no more seen on the darkening green. Till here means until, hatta, till the little ones weary, tired, till the little ones weary means tired. حتى يصبح الأطفال الصغار tired. Weary of what? Weary of what? حتى ماذا؟ يعني ما الذي يستمر حتى يصبحون يعني متعبون؟ ها؟ What is the speaker talking about? The speaker is saying that the children and the children keep playing and playing and playing until حتى the little children become weary. What does weary mean? Tired. They are tired. No more can be merry. When they get weary, they can be no more joyful and active. They can be no longer they can be energetic and exuberant. Why? Because they are tired. They need rest. You following? They need rest. So the children keep playing in the echoing green until they become wearied and tired. And only then the children can no longer become merry, mirthful, happy, or let's say active. They are no longer active. لم يعودوا بنفس ايش يا اخوات؟ بعد التعب لن يعودوا بنفس النشاط والحيوية. Is that clear? No more can be merry. The sun does descend. Descend means set at the west. Set at the west. Following? The sun sets. The sun sets. Descend means goes down to the becomes it has to set down. It has to set. Meaning the sun is no longer shining. The evening is coming, and then night is going to wrap the world. The sun does descend, and our sports have an end. ايش قلنا معنى sports؟ ايش قلنا معنى sports؟ Games. Our sports have an end. طيب مجرد ما حصلت وانتهت الألعاب, as soon as children stop playing, what happens? Round the laps of their mothers, many sisters and brothers, like birds in their nest, are ready for rest. The children, what happened to the children? After they finished their games and playing games in an open field of green grass, what happens? They gather around the laps of their mothers. Where are their mothers? In the green field or in their houses? Where are the mothers? The mothers definitely are waiting for them in their houses. So the children, after the games are done, the children move back home. They go back home. What do? They just gather around the laps of their mothers. What are laps? Laptop. Usually, where do we put laptop? Laptop. I think you know meaning of laptop. We put the laptops on our lap. We put our laptops on our lap. وكأنه على حضن الحضن يعني على حضن إيش؟ الأمهات. إذن the children move and gather around the laps of their mother. Many sisters and brothers, of course, he's talking about his sisters and brothers, all right? The speaker is talking about his sisters and brothers. They move around the laps of their mothers, just like what? Just like birds in their nest. We've got a simile over here. Who can explain it? We can explain a simile here. Speaker or the children gathering around the laps of their mother are compared to birds gathering in their nests, just like birds, birds in their nest. Again, simile. The children gathering around the laps of their mothers are compared to birds gathering in their nest. ايش معنى nests? Birds. Where do birds live? Birds live in the nests. Birds live in the nest. Are you following? Nest. ايش معنى nest? Nest. Birds live in the nest. نعم. عش الطائر. فالأطفال اللي رجعوا بيوتهم بعد اللعب الطويل، بعد صباح أو بعد يوم كامل من اللعب في مروج الخضراء، يعني يجتمعون بمن يا أخوات بالمساء؟ يجتمعون بأمهاتهم. مثل إيش؟ مثل العصافير. هذا التشبيه. compare معناها الأطفال الذين يجتمعون حول أمهاتهم في المساء يشبهون بإيش؟ شبهوا بالعصافير gathering in their nest. العصافير التي تجتمع في عشها. birds gathering in their nest. شرحنا السيميلي. ايش معنى سيميلي؟ تشبيه. هنا عندنا تشبيه. ايش أداة التشبيه هنا؟ like. The device. Simile device is the word like. So many sisters and brothers gather around the laps of their mothers like birds in their rest. Why? Because they are going to be ready for rest. They are ready to sleep. After playing all the day, children need to rest, need to sleep. All right? Well, why do they need their mothers? Of course, the mothers will feed them. The mothers will tell them, sleeping tales, or they call it bedtime stories. Have you heard of bedtime stories? Children will need someone to lullaby them and tell them some stories about the past. So after they gather around the laps of their mothers like birds, and after they go to sleep, what happens to the echoing dream? The echoing green of the fields are no longer green. The sports are no more seen. No more children are playing at night because it's getting to be dark. It's green, yes, in the morning, but at night it's dark. Where is the speaker? Place. Split the speaker. What is the place here? Where is, I'm talking about the setting in the third stanza. Place in here is, places, the place is home. Yeah, it's home. They are back home. The speaker with his sisters and brothers are back home. Time, what's the time? It's clear. It's night. Now, what's the theme over here? What's the theme in here? Are they playing? Are the children playing over here? No. Are they listening to old John and Fox? No. The children over here are resting after playing. Resting. They're having their rest. They're having their break time. You're following? Is that clear, sisters? So we've got the place over here is home. Speaker is back home. It's night time because it's getting dark. The speaker is talking about what? He's talking about children's going back home for rest after a long day's games, a long day's playing, a long day's sport. Clear? Is that clear, sisters? هذا لازم أكبر هنا الصفحة الكلام اللي هنا. Can you read that? Great. So setting, the settings اللي هي سياق الكلام أو يعني أماكن وقت وزمان المكان. Home and it's at night. Home and at night. خلينا نقول at. They are resting after playing. Any questions about the words here? No questions? What does darkening mean? طبعا انكم قلتوا no. Darkening means Darkening means getting darker and darker. الليلة بدأت ايش تصير ايش؟ أظلم فايش؟ فأظلم. The green اللي كان يسميها echoing green في الصباح كانت echoing أصوات كثيرة متداخلة، لكن في المساء صارت ايش يا أخوات؟ darkening معناها أصبحت مظلمة أكثر فأكثر. Is that clear? Any questions, sisters? Let's go to the form. ايش قلنا معنى form اللي هو بنية القصيدة. بنية القصيدة. بناء القصيدة. بنية القصيدة. The echoing green consists of how many stanzas? How many stanzas? Sisters, how many stanzas are the echoing green? There are 3 stanzas. There are 3 stanzas. Continue. Each stanza is 10 lines. Each stanza is 10 lines. All right. Here, the first stanza focuses on children playing in the morning. Second stanza shifts to older people recalling their own youthful pleasures. And finally, the last stanza the weary children begin their tired journey home. الجزء الأول children playing in the morning. هذا المقطع الأول من القصيدة. The second stanza is that about what? Older people. Recalling means معناها remembering or talking in memory about. And they are reminding themselves of their what? Of their youthful pleasures. المتعة التي كانوا يعيشونها وهم ايش يا اخوات؟ وهم صغار، لكنهم الآن they are old. So the time is possibly afternoon. This is morning. This is afternoon. And when the children get tired, what do they do? They become weary. They are no longer active. They're no longer energetic. They're no longer, ready to play anymore. So the children begin their tired journey home. They go back home in order to enjoy the rest of the night at the laps of their mothers. All right? Let's get to sample questions. Explain the romantic elements in the poem. Before that, طبعا, we need to go about the summary, which is, a summary of the poem is very important. This is the summary of the poem. This is the summary of all we have discussed in the past two, in these two classes. The poem has taken 2 classes from us, and then I think this is a good summary to sum up everything, right? This summarizes everything. Do you need to read it? You can read it at home. If you have any problem reading it, just raise your question and I'll be ready to answer your question. Now, let's get to the questions. Shall we? Explore the romantic element of the poem. اكتشفي العناصر الرومانتيكية. لازم نعرف يعني أخوات، إحدى أهم أهداف هذا الكورس هو أن الطالبة أو الطالب يتعرف على إذا كانت القصيدة رومانتيكية أو غير ذلك. Is this a romantic poem? If yes, what are the romantic elements? What are the romantic features? ما هي عناصر الرومانتيكية في القصيدة؟ أعتقد أول صفحات مهمة عشان نجيب على هذا السؤال، صح؟ If you go to the first page, over here, characteristics, interest in common man and childhood، الاهتمام بالإنسان العامي والطفولة، هذا موجود في القصيدة؟ Yes. No. Yes. Strong senses, emotions and feelings. ليش؟ ما في emotions؟ ما في happy؟ ما في merry؟ ما في feelings؟ No. الأطفال. How do the children feel? Happy. In the first stanza, they feel happy. In the second stanza, old people, they amuse themselves. They feel entertained. In the last stanza, the children feel tired. إذا في عندي مشاعر ولا ما في؟ We've got nature. Is there love of nature? Right. What are the romantic nature or the romantic elements here? احنا قلنا في هناك عناصر الطبيعة، صح؟ What are the natural elements of the poem? عشان ايش؟ ولا خلونا نخلص السؤال الأول بعدين نجي لهنا. So, is there love of nature? Yes, we have got love of nature. هناك واضح شغف بإيش يا أخوات؟ بالطبيعة. Number 4. Supernaturalism and mysticism. Is there any mysticism? No. We have none. ومو شرط إنه إذا سقط عنصر معناها القصيدة غير رومانتيكية. ممكن يسقط عنصر أو عنصرين. Celebrating of the individual. Does the poem celebrate the individual? هل تشيد القصيدة بالانفرادية؟ No. Number 4. is not fulfilled. Number 4 is not fulfilled. Importance of imagination. هل عندي هنا أهمية معطاة للخيال؟ هل هناك خيال جامح موجود؟ No. ما في imagination عندي. القصيدة وصفية يا أخوان. القصيدة اللي وصلنا لها وصفية. إذا ما في عندي خيال جامح. إيش معنى خيال؟ كيف يظهر الخيال؟ كيف أعرف إنه في عندي خيال؟ يعني the speaker imagines something, or the poet imagines something that never exists, which is not there, like Introduction to Songs of Innocence. Remember, on a cloud I saw a child. The speaker says, on a cloud I saw a child. رأيت طفلا فين يا أخوات؟ على السحاب، على الغيمة. This is imagination. Alright? But here in our poem, the speaker is just describing what he has heard, or what he can do, or what he has witnessed. So is there imagination in this poem? No. Spontaneity. Spontaneity. معظم قصائد ويليام بليك لا يوجد فيها spontaneity بالمناسبة. هذا العنصر موجود بكثرة، يعني يظهر نفسه في كثير من قصائد وورdsworth، لكن ليست قصائد بليك. إذن كم عندي عنصر حتى الآن؟ Number 1, right? And no, number 1 here. Number 1 is N. Number 2 is N, and number 3 is N. Right? You following? How many elements? Only 3. Interest in the common man and childhood, strong senses and emotions and feelings, and love of nature. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear? We have got 3 only. We've got 3. What is it? طبعا هذه بس للتذكير، ارجعوا لها. Individual, feelings and nature. هذا التذكير، ليست العناصر كلها يا اخوات. ارجعوا لوين؟ ارجعوا للصفحة أعلى التي تكلمنا فيها عن العناصر بكل، يعني celebrating the individual. We've got feelings and senses and love of nature. Is that clear? هذه ليست كاملة، ما أقبلها كذا، أنا أقبلها عبارة كاملة. Explore the natural elements in the poem. أين عناصر الطبيعة الموجودة في القصيدة يا أخوان؟ أين عناصر الطبيعة؟ The sun, the skies, spring, birds, skylark. هذه كلها عناصر إيش؟ كلها إيش يا أخوات؟ green. هذه كلها عناصر إيش؟ oak. عناصر الطبيعة. هذه كلها عناصر من وين جاية؟ من الطبيعة. So nest. These are all examples of natural elements. عناصر من الطبيعة. نقول مثل ايش قلنا؟ قلنا the sun. بلاش نقول A و B. The sun. The oak. شجرة الشوفان. Spring. Birds. Tree. Let's say green. Nest. هذه كلها عناصر طبيعية. هذه كلها عناصر موجودة من وين؟ جايبها الشاعر من وين؟ من الطبيعة. جايبها الشاعر من الطبيعة. Explain this. مفهوم السؤال هذا يا أخوان؟ Explain the setting and the theme of each stanza. Setting and theme of each stanza. شرحناهم؟ Setting and theme. Setting and theme. مشروحات ولا لا يا اخوان؟ ها؟ شارحينهم ولا لا؟ نعم شارحينهم. هذه احنا شارحينها من قبل يعني. كل ستانزا مع كل ستانزا مع مجموعة أفكارها. settings معناها place and time. themes اللي هو الموضوع العام للستانزا. هذا مشروحة سابقا يا أخوات. فالسؤال هذا question number 3 is already explained. Now explain the form of the poem. Explain the form of the poem اللي معناها form شكل القصيدة. form here. The answer starts here. The echoing green consists of how many lines? How many stanzas? And each stanza is how many lines? Now, what about the rhyming scheme? The rhyming scheme. What about the rhyming scheme, sisters? The rhyming scheme. This is the answer. The rhyming scheme is rhyming couplets. يعني ايش rhyming couplet يا اخوان؟ Rhyming couplet. Let's work together. Rise, A. Skies, A. Are you following? طيب. Ring, B. Spring, B. Thrush, C. Bush, C. Round, D. Sound, D. Scene, E. Green, E. Hair, F. Care, F. Oak, G. Folk, G. Play, H. Say, again H. Joys, I. Boys, I. Huh? Seen, I think it's repeated, right? E, yeah, it's repeated again. E. Green, E. Weary, J. Merry, J. Descend, K. And an N, K. Mothers, L. Brothers, L. لاحظين انه كل سطرين every 2 lines rhyme together. Every 2 lines rhyme together. Every 2 lines rhyme together. كل بيتين معهم نفس القافية. ايش يسمون هذا النوع يا اخوات؟ يسمونه rhyming couplet. rhyming couplet. هذا النوع يسموه اللي هي القافية المزدوجة. يعني كل بيتين تأتيهم ايش؟ او نهايتهم ايش؟ نفس القافية. فيسمى rhyming couplet اللي هي القافية المزدوجة. Is that clear? Is that clear? rhyming couplet معناها ايش؟ قافية مزدوجة. طيب فلما نشرح الفورم راح ينتهي شرحنا الفورم إلى هذه الكلمة. Explain the form. معك 2 lines. You got 2 lines. Echoing green consists of 3 10-line stanzas. يعني 3 stanzas 3 stanza. كل stanza 10 lines. Each in turn composed of what? كلها مركبة أو مؤلفة من 5 rhyming couplets. كل stanza نجد فيها كم فيها قافية مزدوجة؟ 5 قوافي مزدوجة. احنا قلنا 2. لما تكون كل stanza 10 أبيات أكيد كل بيتين مع بعضهم. إذا كم بيكون معايا قافية مزدوجة؟ بيكون معايا 5 قوافي مزدوجة. Is that clear؟ صح ولا لا؟ لما يكون معايا 10 لما يكون المقطع 10 أبيات صح؟ 1 2 3 4 5 أنا عندي واحد هنا 5. We got 5. How many? We have got 5 rhyming couplets. Alright? Are you following? Each stanza has got 5 rhyming couplets. ايش قلنا معنى rhyming couplet؟ اللي معناها قافية مزدوجة. فهمنا السؤال الأخير هذا يا أخوات عن شرح بنية القصيدة. بنية فورم ليس معناه شكل هنا بقدر ما يكون معناها بنية للقصيدة. Are you clear about this now? Is that clear? طيب any questions sisters? عفوا? Any questions about today's poem? Is that simple? Is that clear? You can see that romantic poems are mostly easier to understand and read than poems that were written before that period. Before, we call it before the Romantic period. Nurse's Song is another poem by William Blake. Nurse's Song, أغنية المربية. أغنية المربية. طبعا هذه نفس النمط، هي عبارة عن امتداد للقصيدة اللي أخذناها، بس أظن أن احنا لازم نبدأ قصائد أخرى غير قصائد ويليام بليك. أعتقد أخذنا قصيدتين لويليام بليك. المحاضرة الجاية إن شاء الله راح تكون أول قصيدة لويليام Wordsworth. What's the poem? I wandered lonely as a cloud. I wandered lonely as a cloud. Any questions before class dismisses, sisters? Any question before class dismiss? No questions? Good. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.